Hello and welcome back, you awesome people. We are now in Moorland, and I am on my new horse, Laffy. As you can see, he is not blue like when he was when we bought him, and that is because we are in civilization and he is quite grey instead. Still not that realistic of a color. I have never seen a horse that this grey and also has turquoise eyes, but he is quite pretty. Anyway, we are here because we have a few quests down here, and I'm just bracing myself for a lot of episodes because I think this is gonna take a long time. So let's start with Josh, if I can get to him there. Hi Rose, so glad you're here. I could really use your help right now. What happened? Someone stole my trophies, every last one of them. All the prizes I won from all my competitions, all gone. You want me to tell you from the beginning? Okay, but there's not much to tell. When I got here this morning, everything was just like normal, so I set up the pole bending race as usual, cleaned up a little bit, and got a cup of coffee whilst I waited for all the competition crazy riders to show up. I had a little bit of spare time, so I thought I'd get some stuff done in my wagon. You know, organizing some stuff a little, and it was then I noticed that not everything was as it should be. I keep all my things in the wagon, and someone had been in and trashed it all. Worse still, it was only when I tied it up that I noticed that all my trophies were gone. The thief must have totally gotten away by this point, and I've got no idea who it could have been. The only thing I know is that he or she must have been here during the night. As I checked out the wagon before I left yesterday evening, and everything looked fine. If I've seen any other clues, nah. But then I have looked around that closely. Wait, what's that on the ground? Some kind of footprint in the sand? Maybe it's a clue, Rose. You'll follow the trail of the footprints. Okay, good luck, Rose. Hope you find the thief. Okay. Oh, won't you look at that? Some footprints that disappears when I get close to them. Footprints on the ground. I didn't have time to read that at all. So let's see now. They keep disappearing when I get close to them. It's magic footprints. It's magic. You don't notice any more footprints after these ones, but something hanging on the post. Oh, yeah. A little bit of green fabric has become stuck on the post. You pick it up. Yes. I picked it up. To Josh. There weren't any footprints to follow. Suppose there's nothing we can do about it then. What? You found a piece of fabric that could be from the thief's clothes? Rose, I don't know what we should do with this bit of fabric. Maybe it's an important clue, but all this business with mysterious and thieves isn't really my thing. Maybe you can chat to Jenna about it instead. She's got smarts. If you and her work together on this, then I bet you'll find out who stole my trophies for sure. Please? Thanks, Rose. Man, I knew I could trust you. My trophies are so important to me, so I'd be so grateful if you could find them for me. Thanks and good luck. So that was one. We are going to Jenna, but first let's see what all the other people are talking about. I see that our Conrad Marstein wants something, so let me just have some water before we go to him. Oops, sorry. my mic was a bit in the way. Because now there's going to be quite a long dialogue. Oh, right. We haven't been done this way. Yeah, we can take that in another episode. Good day to you, Rose. I am afraid I don't have time to chat just now. You see, I promised to get these flower pots finished for Jenna before sundown, and I am already running behind schedule. This hammer isn't that right tool for these flower pots. If these are to be world class, then there's to be no compromise. I need my tiniest hammer. Why am I delayed? Well, I'll tell you all about it if you pass me my tiniest hammer. Thanks, I suppose you a very quick break won't hurt too. So let me tell you about the decidedly bizarre happening that caused my delay.
It was this morning, you see. Just as I was about to start work for the day, a strange man came walking towards the smithy, with his hood up and sunglasses on. It was too warm for a hoodie and the sun was hidden by clothes. So I thought it was most peculiar. Anyway, he seemed quite lost and asked me the way to Silverglade village. I explained the route, head up the hill and head left at the crossroad, and he just looked confused. He said he didn't understand. I couldn't quite get to grips with it. Surely my directions weren't that unclear. Well, nobody can say that Conrad Marsteen can't give direction, so I decided to give him the best direction anyone had ever given anyone, anywhere or ever. I told him all about where exactly he should walk, pointing at the castle, telling its story so that the importance of the landmark on his route couldn't possibly be forgotten. So that he could definitely be 100% certain, I told him excuse me, told him absolutely everything about the history of the castle. From John Jarl's time to the present day, I even took a seasonal and weather condition into account when calculating his route. It took me the entire morning to describe it all to him in this level of detail, and this direction had to have been a masterpiece that no soul could ever have misunderstood. When I turned to him to ask if he had any question, he disappeared. I imagine my directions were so precise and so detailed that he didn't need to hear any more to be able to find his destination. Ah well, I felt as though my pride was restored and this man was quite clearly satisfied with my work, so I didn't think any more of it. That said, it caused me to some considerably delay, but at least it was in doing a good deed. Now then, I've rested quite enough on this little break. Will you fetch me my smallest hammer for me now? Like you said, it's on the table over there by the smithy.
Okie dokie. As I said, quite a long talk. Searching. You found nothing of interest. What? Oh god, sorry, did not mean to do that. I'm having a cold again, so I'm so sorry.
You couldn't find a hammer? Did you look on the table? Did you look properly? And down the side as well? You couldn't spot it, you say? Odd. I never lost a tool in my entire life. Has my memory finally let me down after all these years? Have I reached a rip old age where I should call it all a day?
Oh, really?
That escalated quickly. Rose, this is absolutely one of the very worst days of my entire life. I'm not going to be able to deliver an order in the agreed time. It's the first time ever. Would you be able to give Jenna the terrible news that her flower pots won't be finished today? Thank you, Rose. Now you must excuse me. I need to find that hammer now. Let Jenna know I'll not rest a single moment until the hammer's found and the pots are finished. I swear on my honor as a blacksmith. Tell Jenna what's happened, and please ask her to accept my apologies, even if it's a stain on my impeccable accord that may never be removed. Now I must be off, Rose. Away I go to wonder what to do next, since my career is obviously in ruins. I haven't even had time to teach a trainee to take over the smithy. Is this how it all ends? My life work in flames like this. This is truly a day of tragedy. Tell Jenna that. Oh, I have a lot to tell her, apparently. Jesus. That was a lot talking of him. Anyway, we're not going to Jenna quite yet. We still have one more thing. One more person to go and say and ask how she is doing. And that is our old friend, Dandelion Queen, Miss Holsworth. Do you need dandelions? Do you have a dandelions problem?
Hello, Rose. Why do I look so smiffed? Someone swift my freshly baked pie earlier. Brazen doesn't begin to describe it. Probably that Tan or her friends Loretta who took it. Why do I think that? Well, just a few days ago, Tam was here asking if she could have a bit of pie. I said to her that I'd happily offer pie in exchange for her pooping. I mean... I did not mean pooping, I meant popping. Up to grab my mail for me since I'm not as quick on my feet as I used to be. Guess what she did next? She screwed her face up and said she wanted the whole pie and that I should be happy someone wanted to eat it, my disgusting pies at all. Then I got my broom out and drove her off good and proper. Sure enough, she disappeared fast as lightning off in the direction of Moorland stables. Oh, I don't remember being that angry in a good long while, Rose. Rather a refreshing little feeling as it happens, but a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not one to get angry, really. You're going to ride and ask Tan who stole the pie. Thanks, Rose. That's nice of you. If I did it, I'd surely get just as wound up as last time, and I think I've been angry enough to last me for a few decades more. Thanks for helping, young Rose. Oh, poor old lady. Tan, did you get that pie? Get the pie. We need that pie back. I mean, it's probably eaten already, but... oh well. We need to get the pie thief, and hammer thief, and trophy thief. So many thief in one place. Thieves. Pooping. I said pooping. Oh, that was so not supposed to happen. Why do people have to stand in characters? Ugh, so cute. Anyway.
No.
What? What pie? I haven't taken any pie from that old granny. Nobody likes her pies anyway. They're gross. Okay, that's rude. I'm no thief, Rose, I swear. Must have been someone trying to set me up. Loretta, no doubt. Why I think it's Loretta? Yeah, well, I got my brand new watch the other day. The one I ordered online. It is just so fetch, so awesomely awesome. Anyway, Loretta was toads jelly, just like I thought she would be. Never thought she'd sink so low as to steal it from me though. She won't even admit it. And it's like she's so out of line, you get me? Now she stole that pie from Miss Holsworth and it's all just cause she's so jealous of me. You gonna talk to Loretta? Yeah, great news, good luck and whatever. Just tell her I want my watch back. Also, we're not BFFs anymore.
Oh my god, the world is going to an end. Or you're not going to be BFFs anymore?
What? Tan said I'm a thief? I haven't touched a thing. No way. No ways. No gross old crusty pie and no trashy watch either. I mean... that's like so obvious. Tan loses her ugly, trashy watch and she blames me. Why should I want such a cheap, ugly, pathetic supermarket watch anyway? The only way I'd have something that disgusting on my arm would be if I shoved my hand down the drain. I wouldn't even leave the house with that joke on my wrist. If she doesn't get that, then she's double as dumb as I thought she was. As if I would steal such a wild waste of time as that watch. Oh what? No way. I wouldn't go near one of old Granny Holsworth's pies either. Whoa, they're like grossest things ever. Tan totally took that. She loves her dusty old pies even though she'd never dare say anything. It's only when she didn't get any to stuff into her big dumb mouth that she started saying they were horrible. Like Tan never gonna get any pie again now that she said that. What a dweeb. Dweeb? I need to look that word up later. Dweeb. Who do I think took the watch and the pie? No idea, but you have to tell Jenna it wasn't me because like Tan is totally gonna spread it around that it was me and you shouldn't even listen to Tan because she's just so basic and awkward. Everyone knows Jenna, so if she says I'm innocent then it won't even matter but what Tan has to say and everything will just go back to being fine. You'll tell her it wasn't me. Sweet Rose, thanks. Now we are finally going to Jenna, because everyone wants us to go to Jenna. Let's see what's gonna happen. Hey Rose, how's it going? What's that? Someone stole all of Joseph's trophies? So there's a thief on the loose in Moorland. I've had my suspicions for a while now, so it's not a surprise. I just don't know how we'll find out for sure who the thief is. If you find any clue, come back and let me know, yeah? My flower pots are delayed? What flower pots? Oh, flower pots! Yeah, I asked Conrad a while ago to make me some flower pots, but I'd pretty much forgotten all about them. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if they're late. It was mostly just a bit of fun. Any special reason Conrad running late? He gave directions to some odd man and then couldn't find one of his hammers, you say? Weird. I'm not sure it's just a coincidence, Rose. Something fishy's going on here in Moorland. If you hear of anything weird going on, come and tell me. Okay. Hey Rose, what can I help you with? Loretta says it wasn't her who swiped Mrs. Holford's pie, and she hasn't touched Tan's watch. I didn't even know anybody had stolen these things. So weird. So weird, Rose. These missing things are just a small part of something bigger. I can feel it. Hey, come back if you hear anything else going wrong here, Moorland. Okay, maybe I took that in the wrong order, but basically it was fine. Rose, I believe there's a thief on the loose in Moorland. Conrad's hammer, Josh's trophies, Tan's watch, and the Miss Holford's pie. All gone in mysterious fashion. Not a coincidence in my opinion, you agree? Something in their stories should tie together and tell us who the thief is. I can feel it. Do you remember what they all said? Conrad said he was visited by a mysterious man. It must have been the thief. Sadly, Conrad also said that the thief had a hood and dark glasses, which means he couldn't tell us any more about how the thief looked. Then we got the green fabric you found at Josh's place, which must come from the thief's clothing, don't you think? A thief leaving the scene of the crime will get away fast and not necessarily get away smart. It wouldn't be a surprise if this thief was less than careful and got some clothing caught in this escape. Tan didn't have anything to tell us about her watch disappeared, but I wonder if it was the same thief who took Miss Holsworth's pie. It's not very valuable, but I guess the thief was hungry and no doubt caught a whiff of Miss Holsworth's sensational pie as it sat cooling on the windowsill. Okay. There's an important clue in her story. I can just feel it. Rose, we need to put our heads together and think if we're going to solve this mystery. Come on, let's kick some ideas around and see what we come up with. Rose, I think the stories from the witnesses can include few clues as to where the thief might be. Help me remember what they said. Whose story should we start with? Let's start with Josh. Rose, the fabric you found at Josh's place must be the same. What color was it? It was green. Of course, the fabric was green. Must mean the thief had green clothes on. Good that you remember that, Rose. Yeah, I know I'm a genius. Conrad, the smith says he didn't see the thief's face, but maybe that doesn't matter so much. Conrad gave us a good description of the rest of what he saw anyway. Do you remember how the crook looked? Bald, tropical, no, top hat, no, hoodie and shades. Exactly. The thief wore a hoodie and had dark glasses. You've got a great memory, Rose. Crystal clear. Miss Holford. I reckon the thief was hungry and could smell this Miss Holford's freshly baked pies, and the temptation must have been too great. The wind blows most often out to sea. Where do you think it most likely the thief was hanging around, Rose? The beach? Guess what I was thinking. The beach is smack bang between Miss Holsworth's place and the sea. So that must have been where the thief got to. And then, haha, I think we cracked it, Rose. Now we know who the thief is. Ha, of course. Obvious when you think of again. Rose, you also figured out where the thief comes from, right? Exactly. Dark horse camped down by the beach. It must just be one of the shady wow, that was a lot. One of the shady types who are always hanging around down there. They have green hooded tops. They always wear dark glasses. Plus, when the wind blows towards the sea, then everyone can smell Miss Horford's baking. Rose, everything points toward the thief being some crook or other involved with dark core. Now we just need to work out which one of them it was. You can hardly tell the difference between them, so I don't suppose it'll be easy. What should we do? There's no definite plan here, but I think the best we can do is this. Rose, you write to Dark Horse Camp on the beach and see if you can find any more clues. If anyone tries to stop you, tell them you'll ring the police if they're unhelpful. Why not just ring the police straight away? Well, I don't think they'd have much of a chance in this case, do you? It'll take time for them to get here, and by the time they arrive, the thief will have made a getaway. Our only chance is to try and solve this one ourselves as quickly as we can. Right to the beach, Rose, and good luck. You know what, guys? I think, yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't accept any friend requests. This is getting real long, and I had a lot of talking about in this episode, so I need a bit of a break. But in the next episode, we're going to the beach to see if we can find a crook. In the meantime, leave a like and a comment, and remember, guys, you're awesome as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!